All I can say about Rhys is that even before we were together because we worked on the radio in the 80s. But when I was in the Army, I was doing a radio show on AFN. And when I left, Rhys came to Germany. And he had gotten a letter from his mother that he had sent when he was in Germany and gave it to him. And he read the letter, and then he realized that the job that I left, he applied for and got that job in Germany, except his colonel wouldn't let him leave where he was stationed at that time. And then when I worked in Astoria, Oregon for Bob Chopping, he was working for Bob Chopping, except at the Bernie radio station. And then when I left and came up here in 1980, he had been working on KBKW and then moved to KXRO in 1980, and so then we actually met each other and started to work even though there was a connection there. And then we raised hell all over town until I met Lori, and she calmed me down, and then I became civilized. But during that time, we were the most uncivilized morning show and duo in this town. And if I told you everything we did, it could cause us legal problems. So I won't do that. And then, all of a sudden, we end up working together again in the same building now for what, the past, I've been in there, what, 13, 14 years for you?
Who's counting?
Yeah, we're not counting anymore. And of course, Rhys, he's been with Bill for even more years than that. And so we worked in the same building again. And so we've always been, and then I have to say this. He wrote "Help Me" on the bottom of my shoes when I got married. He was my best man. And I had no idea that what was going on, because when we kneeled down, I could hear Lori's father start to cry. But he wasn't crying, he was laughing. And Lori and I looked at each other, and she's going, "Dad's crying, he's so moved by all of this." And so then when we go through the reception line, you know, shaking hands and stuff like that, the guy goes, "Hey, I love your shoes." I said, "Oh yeah, well they're patent leather and I rented them." And he goes, "You don't know, do you?" I said, "No, I don't." He says, "Well, look at your shoe." So I said, "What do you mean? Look at the bottom of your shoe." So I look at one that says "me" on it. I'm going, "Me? Why would somebody put "me" on it?" And he goes, "Look at the other shoe." So then it said "help." And then we put the "help" and the "me" together. And then I realized that he had played this crazy joke on a wedding that I wanted to go perfectly. And then I realized that's the perfect joke. So it all worked out. But I'm going to miss you very much, Rhys. But you've always talked about going on a motorhome and traveling across the United States and taking Route 66 back, and I know you'll be able to pull it off. And I think this is a great amount of people that came up here. And I kept it clean.